Hi, this is Joseph Tan here from goodmonday.com. How do you break a lock? I heard from a friend what you need to do is to start a crack. That's all you need to do, a tiny crack. Once the crack is formed, you look for a wedge and then you drive the wedge through the crack and eventually you will break the lock as the crack propagates. How do you resolve conflict before it breaks your team? There are three things that you need to be aware of. Number one, be aware that all conflict usually starts small. It is that little word that was spoken, is that little body language, the little misunderstanding, the seemingly small incident. That's why we need to nip it in the bud. When you see the beginnings of a conflict, when you see that sense of discomfort, you have got to nip it in the bud. Do not let it go unaddressed. Secondly, clear communication is key. You need to say the four magic words ASAP. What's the four magic words? We need to talk. And this needs to be done ASAP. Ideally within 24 hours once you notice there is anything wrong. If you do not address it quickly, ideally within 24 hours, it's going to fester, it's going to grow, and what has happened will get out of hand and you get a lot of misinterpretation, gossips, and deviation from the truth. Clear and quick communication is key. Use these four words, simple but difficult, a little bit more often. We need to talk. Instead of sending a nasty email and CC the whole world, go talk to the person directly. I always find that one short conversation is better than 50 emails. Thirdly, confront the gang leaders. Well, unfortunately, there are always influencers, there are always people who have hidden agenda that like to drive the conflict deeper in. Now, if you find that there are members of your team, sometimes seemingly friends, but if they drive their own hidden agenda through, if they become antagonistic, then you need to confront them as well. Because if you do not confront them, this crack will just propagate and it will break your team because they are latching on the opportunity to drive the wedge, to drive the unclear communication, to drive the miscommunication right through because of their own hidden agenda. That's why you need to expose their antagonistic agenda. Don't keep quiet about it. Let them know that you know. So beware of what breaks unity within your team. Beware of what breaks engagement or enthusiasm in your team. Because what it takes to disrupt unity and loyalty in your team usually starts small as a crack. And if you don't have clear communication, it will become a wedge of confusion, a wedge of uncertainty that's going to widen the crack. And finally, you do notice that there are gang leaders, they are antagonistic people that may latch on the wedge and the crack to drive their hidden agenda through. You need to have the courage to confront them, or else the crack will widen and it will affect the unity of your team. So, team unity, if it is to be preserved, requires you to be alert. You cannot take unity and engagement for granted. Look out for the crack, nip it in the bud, have clear communication, and confront the gang leaders. Think about it. This is Joseph Tan here from goodmonday.com. If you are interested in my coaching services, whether face-to-face or online, or my leadership development programs, check out the website goodmonday.com. And of course, if you like this video, well, click subscribe. Thanks for watching.